go massively stylized, but there's a metallic coldness and a sense of just the biting cold and endlessness of a night. It's beginning with quite a naturalistic look, so you try and believe the world you're in.
This film is going to be a lot more scary if you think that, this is really happening and you're really there.
David has a gentleman that he's worked with that he likes a great deal. His name is
Yo, J-O.
J.O.
Willens.
Like any relationship with a director, it's never the same.
This is a hard life, this being a director and a DP.
I know his style, I know his visual language, and it doesn't need, it's like a shorthand. He doesn't have to explain each time. For me, it's better just like shot number 6 other way.
You want to kind of go into kinetic, bang, and then it's just, there she is, right in the face, and then everything else. And so, I mean, I think we should be this is all handheld in my mind here.
Then we reverse the whole action from here. Because he has his vision, and it's a good vision. I think it's nice to belong to that and to kind of try and enhance that in a way, or bring my own thing to it. Yes. So I'd say maybe a 75 and 100.
Yeah. We're debating between two cameras right now, a traditional 35mm camera and an HD camera.
We've been to New Zealand recently to 2 tests, and they tested a digital camera. We tested it against film, and the results of that we showed to the studio.
The video camera system actually has the advantage of being able to shoot in extreme low light conditions, so you don't need giant lighting packages.
But it saw so deeply into the blacks that what we wanted, which was a lot of black, was difficult to achieve.
We want the film to still have a bit of a gritty feel.
So we went with the old classic route of film.
I would say David is very camera savvy. He knows all his lenses, he knows all that stuff. It's harder for a director to say, oh, I want it lit that way, or I want that light there. So that's kind of where I have my freedom a little bit in terms of lighting. Now turn all the way to that light. My approach to visualizing the film is that I look at the whole scene, I look at the environment, I look at, how should this be lit? I'm waiting for the sun to just dip down and then underlight the clouds just a little bit. We're testing at the moment color temperatures of fluorescent lights just for different locations, just to see what we want to use. This will probably be a little bit warm, and then we're going to see how much green we want, or how much coolness, or blue, or whatever.
So now we're off to a place called DigiPost to prepare some footage that we shot, some test footage to be thrown out to film. So this next process is colouring it digitally.
I'm Pete Williams. I'm currently working at Digital Post here in Auckland, New Zealand, and just having a look at how the exposure's handling with grain and getting a rough look, so when we come to do the real thing we know how it's going to look.
I mean, I'm really surprised. I mean, I'm really encouraged. Let's put it that way.
And we're making decisions about, how black the blacks are and what colour they are, to get a really good sense of nighttime.
The big kind of challenge for us is we have a film that plays for, I'd say, 95% at night, where there is no power in Barrow, there's no practical lighting, so obviously it's going to be very dark.
What's your name and what's your job?
I'm the gaffer, Sean. We basically it's like a planning, we'd call it a walk and talk. Make this pad the lighting.
All the cabling comes in and fans out down the...
This is a nice soft light to use.
Sean O'Neill, the gaffer, has built me 2 big moon boxes that you'll see out there, and that just give me a nice soft overhead moon.
This thing is very cool. Sean and his team did a fantastic job.
I want to keep all the lighting very soft, very like as if it's a cloudy night, making my moonlight look real without it being fake or artificial. That's kind of the challenge, to make night look dark, but also interesting and not flat.
For many reasons, we're going to be doing all of our filming at the snow farm during the day and then grading the pictures for day for night.
I don't know how on earth these guys do it, but supposedly today is meant to be tonight.
And as you can see, with the copious amounts of salts and blacks,
We are creating a moody weather in bright sunlight.
All this blue sky and sunshine and what looks like, you know, plain daylight to us. Glaring daylight is going to be nighttime.
As the nights go on longer and longer, we move more towards the look of the graphic novel.